Stop begging for attention and watch how differently people treat you. The most powerful person in the room is usually the quietest one. The moment you stop needing approval, you become dangerous. Number 1, the hidden cost of being too nice. Trying to be liked by everyone is slowly destroying your identity. Most people don't realize this until they feel emotionally exhausted for the first time. The constant smiling, agreeing, apologizing, explaining, slowly turns into silent self-betrayal. People pleasers are usually respected the least and used the most, because the world quickly notices who is afraid of disappointing others. And once people sense that fear, they begin controlling your behavior without saying a word. You answer messages instantly because you fear looking rude. You say yes when your mind is screaming no. You stay available even when nobody values your presence. That is not kindness. That is emotional dependence disguised as being nice. Many adults learned this pattern during childhood without realizing it. Approval became survival. Being liked became safety. So now every disagreement feels dangerous even when it's normal. But confident people think differently. They understand that respect is built through boundaries, not constant availability. They don't over-explain every decision to avoid judgment. They don't perform happiness just to keep people comfortable. And strangely, the less they chase approval, the more attention they receive. Because calm people create psychological weight in every room they enter. Silence feels powerful when someone no longer needs validation to feel valuable. Most fake friendships disappear the moment you stop over-giving your energy. That realization hurts at first, but it also sets you free. Stop performing for acceptance and start becoming someone who respects themselves first. Number 2, people respect what they can't control. Some lines below are intentionally short for dramatic pauses and higher retention during voiceover delivery. People don't respect the person who always seeks permission. They respect the person who can walk away without explaining. Needy energy is loud. Powerful energy is calm. The more attention you beg for, the less valuable your presence becomes. Most people lose respect the moment they realize they can emotionally control you. That is why silence terrifies weak minds. Because silence removes access. The moment you stop reacting instantly, people start wondering about you. Scarcity creates value in every part of life, including human attention. Oversharing destroys mystery, and mystery creates psychological attraction. High-value people never rush to prove themselves. They let time reveal their worth naturally. Emotionally independent people move differently. They do not chase validation through texting, explaining, or pleasing everyone around them. They protect their energy like currency. Calm people always appear more powerful than emotional people, because emotional reactions expose hidden insecurity. The strongest person in the room is usually the least desperate for approval. People become obsessed with what they cannot easily control. That is why unpredictable confidence changes social dynamics completely. Detach from needing everyone to like you. The moment validation stops controlling your decisions, your presence becomes impossible to ignore. Number 3, why everyone starts respecting you after you stop caring. Nobody respects the person who constantly asks for approval. People sense desperation faster than words. The harder you try to be liked, the easier you become to ignore. Attention follows confidence, not performance, not people-pleasing, not chasing validation from strangers who barely think about you. Most people destroy their own presence by trying too hard to create one. They laugh too quickly, explain too much, reply instantly, apologize for existing, and slowly train the world to see them as emotionally weak. But everything changes the moment you stop needing permission to be yourself. Because confidence is silent. Confidence doesn't beg to be accepted. It walks into a room without mentally asking everyone for approval. That energy changes people. Suddenly, your words carry weight. Your silence becomes noticeable. Your absence creates curiosity. And the same people who overlooked you start wondering why they can't control your attention anymore. That's how human nature works. People respect emotional independence because it signals power. The person who can walk away peacefully will always intimidate the person who needs validation to survive. Number 4, the most dangerous person is the one who needs nothing. A man who needs constant approval will always live like a prisoner. The world controls people who cannot stand alone. Attention becomes a drug when self-worth is missing. Most people don't fear failure, they fear disapproval. That fear silently destroys confidence every single day. The moment you stop needing validation, your energy changes completely. People can sense emotional dependence faster than words. Neediness speaks through behavior, silence, reactions, and desperation. Power begins when your happiness no longer depends on other people. The strongest person in the room is usually the calmest one. Silence intimidates insecure people because silence cannot be controlled. A person who explains everything is searching for permission to exist. Mentally powerful people do not chase understanding from everyone. They accept being misunderstood. That is freedom. The dangerous individual is not loud, emotional, or aggressive. The dangerous individual is emotionally independent. When nobody can manipulate your emotions, you become unpredictable. And unpredictable people are impossible to control. Most people lose themselves trying to be accepted by crowds that secretly do not respect them. Real confidence appears when you stop performing for attention. Freedom begins the moment approval stops becoming necessary for survival. Stoic people understand something society ignores completely. Attachment creates weakness. Detachment creates clarity. The less you desperately need, the more powerful your presence becomes. A calm mind terrifies people who rely on emotional reactions. Emotional mastery is a higher form of strength than aggression. Weak people react instantly. Powerful people observe silently. The world rewards those who remain steady under pressure. Every time you beg for validation, you hand away a piece of your power. Every time you choose peace over approval, you reclaim it. Self-sufficiency changes the way people look at you. Desperation repels. Inner stability attracts. Most people spend years building an image instead of building a mind that cannot be shaken. A mentally untouchable person does not need to prove value constantly. They walk away from disrespect without emotional collapse. They stay calm when ignored. They stay focused when doubted. They stay silent when others demand reactions. That silence becomes authority. That discipline becomes presence. And that presence becomes power. The truth is simple. The less you need from the world, the less power the world has over you. Need less. Become dangerous. Number 5, stop explaining yourself. Weak people over-explain. People who constantly explain themselves usually aren't communicating. They're seeking permission. The sad truth is, the more you over-explain, the less confident you appear to everyone around you. Confident people understand something insecure people never learn. Not everyone needs to agree with you. Every extra sentence you add secretly says, "Please don't judge me." And people can feel that energy instantly. Weak people fear silence because silence feels like rejection to them. Strong people use silence because they know their value doesn't decrease without validation. When someone questions your decision, stop turning your life into a courtroom defense speech. You don't owe people a full emotional documentary for choosing yourself. The most respected person in the room is usually the calmest one, not the loudest explainer. Over-explaining often comes from childhood conditioning where approval felt necessary for safety, love, or acceptance. That habit follows people into adulthood without them realizing it. Suddenly, they explain their boundaries. They explain their emotions. They explain their ambitions. They even explain why they said no. But powerful people don't negotiate every personal decision with the world around them. They answer briefly, clearly, and move on without guilt. Because confidence sounds simple. Insecurity sounds defensive. Notice how emotionally strong people rarely rush to prove they're good people. They let actions speak while insecure people desperately manage everyone's opinions. And the more you try controlling how people see you, the more control you give them over your emotions. Freedom begins the moment you stop explaining your existence to people committed to misunderstanding you. Short answers, calm energy, and silent certainty will earn more respect than 1,000 nervous explanations ever will.